Ladies and gentlemen, this is Ballet Reign. Welcome back to another episode of Fairiations with Ballet Reign, where we introduce you guys to the iconic fairy lineup that shapes the world of the ballet, The Sleeping Beauty.
These fairies appear in the prologue of the ballet, where each of these fairies makes an appearance to dance a solo or a variation, hence the series name, Fairiations. And in doing so, each fairy is offering a very unique blessing to the baby princess Aurora.
This is the fourth fairy in the lineup. There are 6 variations total. And today's fairy's name is Canary Chante. She is one of the more popular and recognizable variations of the lineup. And of course, like the rest of her fairy companions, her variation and her gift has a lot of hidden symbolism that we bet that you have never heard of.
So if you're ready to discover all of the hidden secrets and symbolism behind this incredible variation, then make sure you tap the like button, hype it if you're excited, and let's get going.
I guess this episode could be easily called Canariations with Ballet Reign, because it's a Canary Fairy variation.
Oh,
Canary Fairy variation. The Canary Fairy variation with Ballet Reign.
So canariations with Ballet Reign, I guess. We're going to nickname Canary Chante Canary because I think that's acceptable.
Canary, of course, this is no surprise. All the other fairies have been the same, but she has a lot of different names that the ballet world at large likes to call her. There's Canary Chante, obviously the original name, but depending on the version and the production, she could also be called the Songbird Fairy, the Fairy of Song, and also she can be called Canary Fairy.
Yeah.
Which is, I think, the most affectionate name and also the most popular one. My personal favorite is Canary Fairy because it rolls off the tongue and I think it's cute. Canary Chante, directly translated, means canary that sings, or the singing canary. Even as an English speaker, you can tell she's named after the canary,
bird.
The little yellow bird, canary. As for the symbolism for Canary Chante, again, I feel like you might think it's quite obvious.
Maybe.
Canary's gift to the Princess Aurora is the gift of song, but very specifically a very beautiful and melodious voice. And now this poses kind of a bit of an issue because ballet is a silent art, right? So we're not going to be able to hear Aurora's voice directly in the ballet,
right?
Because it's all nonverbal, it's all expressed through dancing and pantomime. Right?
Yes.
However, Tchaikovsky, the love of our life Tchaikovsky, in his brilliance, does actually give Aurora a very distinct voice.
He definitely does.
In the ballet.
Yes.
In all his genius. Don't mess with Tchaikovsky, you guys.
Do not do that.
And if you watch through the ballet, all of Aurora's dancing section, you can hear that her voice primarily is done with solo violin, which is one of the instruments that most closely resembles the human voice, which I think is a very beautiful detail. And also, the melodies that he gives Aurora are absolutely stunning.
Stunning.
You can hear her voice in her, sort of the strings in her entrance.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That whole bit.
You can hear her voice there, sort of breathless and excited and really eager because it's her birthday party. You can hear it slower and quieter and more reverent during her Act 1 variation as she sort of calmed down and she's officially formally greeting the court for the first time.
And of course, at the very end of the ballet, at her wedding variation.
Yep, for her wedding variation, it's very regal.
Yeah.
It's very proper, poised, and polite because obviously she's becoming the queen.
Yeah, she has to have that responsibility and that poise. So you can kind of see like the overarching sort of like leitmotif, if you would.
Or like her voice.
And sort of like Aurora's voice for the ballet in general. It's very much in the string category. So it's very cohesive, and all of that is thanks to this very Canary Chante.
Now, as for the symbolism of the canary, in case you didn't know,
A canary is a bird.
a canary it's a little songbird, and it's very famous specifically for its very melodious singing. So the symbolism, obviously, of giving Aurora a very melodious, beautiful voice is quite clear here. So I did a lot of research about canaries for this video.
Yeah.
Which was actually really fun.
It is really cool, actually.
Apparently, canaries were really popular pets for royalty and aristocracy back in like the 17th century Europe, which, incidentally, is exactly when this ballet of The Sleeping Beauty is set.
Yes.
In sort of the French court in the 17th century.
Exactly.
So I thought it was very fitting that they would actually have the canary there.
Exactly.
You know, as like the court fairy of song. And what's interesting about the canary specifically, and why I think the symbolism is so cool
This is so cool.
is that canaries, they do have like a lot of innate songs and repertoire that they know by instinct.
Yes.
But a majority of their songs are learned. In the wild, they would listen to other canaries and they would learn
each other's songs
from each other.
It's so cute.
But when people keep canaries as pets, they actually have to train them by making like human-made bird sounds for the canaries to learn from.
And they have like a contraption back then. It's like a music box. Like think a music box, but you basically turn the handle and it like generates this sound,
like little birdie sounds
that mimics the sound of the canary.
Yeah.
And so when you have a canary pet, you basically just like play this little music box and it teaches the canary how to sing.
It's called a serenade. You should look it up.
It's very cool.
It's so cool.
It's very, very cool.
And so what this could kind of imply, maybe we're reaching here, but maybe it could be taken to believe that not only is Canary blessing Aurora with a very beautiful voice and musical talent, but she's also blessing Aurora with the ability to learn and adapt her tone of voice and the way she speaks to every single situation throughout the court. Maybe. And because you can kind of see it, the way Aurora's tone changes throughout the ballet. You see her excited, you see her reverent, you see her peaceful, calm, courteous, poised.
It's the same voice, but in different contexts. And of course, because we promised you guys about the overarching sort of
story.
It's like Easter eggs.
Yeah.
I guess you could say, which we kind of hinted about in the last episode, but basically fairy number 1 is the crystal fountain fairy, so we have water. Fairy number 2 is fleur de farine, which is representing like the wheat like
flour.
Very fine flour. Fairy number 3 is breadcrumbs.
So we have the water and the flour before, and we make the breadcrumbs and we scatter them across the cradle.
Fairy number 4, canariations, is a little bird that comes and eats the little breadcrumbs.
I think it works so well. It's really cute, actually.
It's really, really cute. It could be coincidence, but we prefer to
believe
that Tchaikovsky was just a genius. And
we prefer to believe it was completely intentional.
Yes,
and that
don't ruin it for.
Let us have this. Let us have this.
As for the costuming, because this is kind of an iconic part of this variation, and we did say in previous episodes that most of the fairies in the Fairiations lineup do not necessarily adhere to a specific color. So like Fleur de Farine can be seen wearing red, she can be seen wearing green. There are a lot of different colors that these fairies can be in. No, it doesn't bother us, but it is difficult for these fairies to kind of land a specific cohesive brand that is recognizable for the audiences. But for the Canary Fairy, her personal brand is actually pretty strong. Obviously, because the canary is a very yellow bird, a lot of the companies today will put her in yellow.
Yes, canary colored, it's actually a very specific kind of yellow.
Yes.
Like it's even has like, it's like a TM kind of color.
It is.
There's
it's a very
canary yellow.
It's a canary yellow. Canary Fairy can also be put in browns.
Yep.
Just anything that's kind of like a natural sort of like bird color, but most often for, obvious reasons, if the color doesn't scream it loud enough, most productions will put her in yellow.
Sometimes she even gets little wings, I think.
I love it when she gets little wings. I think it works so well.
And she'll have like little feathered headpiece or something
I've seen
like
that too. It's so cute. But yeah, I think out of all the fairies that we have seen so far in the lineup, I think this is the first one where she actually sells a pretty cohesive brand across, different companies. So like
snaps to personal
Canary
branding
Fairy.
queen.
Yeah, seriously, this is refreshing.
It is refreshing.
After, being like, well, does Miette wear blue or does Miette wear green? And but for Canary, it's pretty cohesive. We are moving on to the variation itself, and obviously, we've mentioned Tchaikovsky in the video before, but he is the incredible composer behind all the music in this beautiful ballet. And this particular solo is, warning, is a flash warning really, because this is the fastest, most fleeting variation you will see in this lineup.
So short.
It's so short, you guys. Basically a piccolo solo.
Yeah, the piccolo and the flute are like full spotlight here.
Yeah.
And it's actually really, really, really incredible.
It really is.
The way that this particular variation is written. Because it mirrors so exactly the way an actual canary sounds.
Like if you could say this is verbatim.
Pretty much.
In canary speak.
Yeah.
This is as close as you can get to a balletic interpretation of a canary song.
You hear like the trills, and then you can hear the pizzicato in the back, kind of like the little chirpy sounds.
Yeah.
Like a sharper, like little chirp.
Yeah, a chirp.
Yeah, and then you also have the trills, which are like quintessential canary sounds. And then you hear them like change pitch for a certain time, and like you have little acrobatic
little ornaments
here and there.
It
is extremely convincingly canary.
It's uncannily canary. And I think from like that perspective, this is the most genius composition. position.
It really is, and we said this before with a lot of, with pretty much every other
fairy. The music always fits.
Yeah, Tchaikovsky goes very literal with his translation of the Fairiations, and we're here for it, honestly.
We're so here for it.
But Canary is one of the strongest examples of this.
I think so.
Now I'm sure you guys are pining to hear a Canary song in comparison to the music, so we'll let you listen to it. This is a Canary sound. And then this is what Tchaikovsky wrote for the Canary variation.
Crazy, right?
It's like so perfect.
You
like,
could tell
the way it like changes pitch and it like stays in one place for a little bit and then it like changes another pitch and like to a slightly different cadence of trill. And some of them have more chirpiness to it. Some of them are a little like higher or lower, and it's just it sounds like.
It's astonishingly good.
Now for the actual choreography of this variation, the moment you guys have all been waiting for.
Yes.
Again, it's such a short variation.
It literally, you blink and it's over. There's no easing into it. There's no preparation, and even the music, there is no preparation. Dancer is literally eyes on the conductor. When the moment he goes, boom, she starts.
There is no count in. She goes from 0 mph to immediately in a split second full tilt on point across the stage.
Across the stage. And she goes flying, and the effect is absolutely spectacular.
This is like a series of tiny little runs on point mixed with very sharp, aggressive sort of bending of the body.
Yeah, exactly.
Or sometimes the little shimmer.
The little shimmering
fluttering hands.
Yeah.
That you also see in the Firebird. Or Bluebird, you also see it in Bluebird.
It's a little bird motif.
It's the little bird motif.
A little bird motif. Honestly, the explanation takes longer than the passage itself. But the second passage is traveling backwards, which is always very, very fun as a dancer. And so she has this little beret step with a little coupe, and she's basically flinging her energy all over the place because that's how you kind of see the birds when they fly. They kind of go like this as they go along, or when they're like hopping on the ground. You know, it has this very darting effect, and I think that's kind of what they were capturing with the choreography in this variation.
And at this point in the music, the trills kind of change.
Yeah, a little bit.
And they become a little lower, a little bit
It's almost bubbly.
Yeah, a little more warbly rather than like a
chirpy,
aggressive trill.
Yeah.
Which, again, you hear a lot in the Canary songs. They have like a sharper trill and they have like a little slightly lower, gentler trill, which you hear in that second passage. The third passage appears deceptively simple.
Yes.
And it is basically stationary bourrées.
Yes.
In fourth position. But the thing is, it's never that simple. And most bourrées in ballet are a really almost imperceptible shimmer. It's supposed to look very beautiful, very like magical. These cannot be tiny shimmers. They have to be visible enough to really make the tutu ruffle.
Exactly.
And to look like, you know when the birds kind of do the little shaky thing?
Yeah.
And they like ruffle their feathers? It's supposed to look like that.
Exactly. And if you see the birds like idling or they're just kind of like hanging around, sometimes they'll just like randomly vibrate their wings too. It's just like it's just a little thing that the little birds do. So it has to have that tremoring effect. It's not supposed to be like you see Mirta and Giselle and she just glides. It's a bird that glides. But this one, you need to shimmer.
Yeah, the tutu needs to go like this.
Yeah, I know. We need to feel that energy just vibrating off of the stage.
Exactly. And the thing is, because you're staying still, you're not moving, it's stationary bourrées. The body movements have to be almost not exaggerated, but it has to be very clear and very decisive and very darting.
Yeah.
So it keeps that feeling of dynamic energy even while you're not moving.
Exactly.
Anywhere.
It's kind of like how the birds, when they turn their head.
Yes, it's never
it's never you just look here.
It's like
it's very, very sharp. And so it kind of has that feeling as well. Because again, she's just sitting there. She's on a Brent. She's just looking around. Everything in the variation, from the choreography to the music, it's so Canary core. It's like Tchaikovsky and Petitpas had a field day to study the canaries. And they came up with this piece that is just so impossibly Canary, but in the best possible way.
And then after that, we just literally close it out.
Yep.
We have a short, 3 count of the most fast and furious pas de courroux back that you could possibly manage. Contretemps, boom, piqué arabesque, and you stay.
That's the variation, everybody. So it is, again, the time it takes to explain it 1,000 times longer than the variation itself.
It's like the canary flies in, flies around, flies out.
Exactly. So it really has that fleeting nature of the canary as well, which is another, very realistic aspect that is added into this variation. It's literally like nature. You enjoy the moment and it's over. Yeah. But it makes it that much more precious, I think. Yeah. And it makes you appreciate it because, it is so fleeting and it does kind of mimic the way life is in general. general. So not to be like, existential or anything, but it's memorable. It's so cohesive. Really is just a genius piece. As short as it is definitely one of the best. So enjoy it.
Have a look.
So that was episode 4 of Fairiations with Ballet Reign. Canariations today. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and hopefully you learned something new about this very, very, very brief, short and sweet variation. And hopefully the next time you see the Sleeping Beauty and you get to watch this variation, you'll know what to look for and then be able to appreciate it just that much more.
We are at number 4 out of 6, which means we have 2 more variations.
Okay,
plus
maybe bonus episodes. We'll see.
But yes, if you want to stay tuned, we will be having variation number 5 coming out in the future.
Very soon.
Make sure to subscribe so that you do not miss it. Send this video to all of your ballet nerd friends and tell them new variation episode just dropped. Tell them we sent you. If someone sent this to you, they did a good job and we love them.
If you liked the video, then make sure to like the video. And if you would like to help support episode 5 and beyond and more ballet nerding in general on this channel, feel free to become a patron over on Patreon. All of these people that you're seeing on the screen right now really help us to continue making videos just like this one. They keep Michelangelo standing tall, they keep the lights on, and they keep our team happy. So if you've been enjoying our content for a while and you would like to support, then we would really appreciate you becoming a patron. It's very easy to do. You can go to patreon.com/Ballet Reign, or you can go to the link in the description box, and we would love to see you there.
Anyways, I think that is all from us for now. This is Ballet Reign signing off. Until the next video.
Bye!
It's like a TM kind of color.
It is.
There's
it's a very
canary yellow.
It's a canary yellow.
And it's like, bing! Canary yellow. And you can't miss it. And so it would be criminal to put Canary Fairy in anything other than bing! Canary yellow.
So Canary, as we're going to be calling her for most of this video, is the 4th fairy in the lineup, as we said. And prior to her, we've had 3 other fairies. This is basic math.
And it kind of adds to the reason why this is the most recognizable variation.
I think so.
And like little children in the audience will be like, oh, fairy, 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 fairy. Canary Fairy! Like, cause it's Woo! We did it! Good job.
38 minutes. We're 8 minutes over, but that's
8 minutes over.
Not half bad.
Darn
we
good.
were laughing a lot during this video. Hopefully we have some good bloopers for y'all.
Hopefully.
It's actually something that I worry about. I'm like, what if we don't have bloopers this video? And then you do something dumb and I'm like, oh, we're fine.
I love you too, Aiden. I love that the one thing that you're worried about is that whether or not I'll do something dumb. Like, you've lived with me for 22 years. I think that's a given.
Sometimes
Sisterhood.
This is sisterhood.